My name is Megan and I'm the Education Outreach Coordinator here at the Sharon Temple National Historic Site and Museum. Behind me you'll notice the Doan House, an 1819 farmhouse that was built and lived in by Ebenezer Doan and his family. Today's book comes to us from Amy, who's one of our summer students, and she recommended Stephen Leacock's Sunshine Stories of a Little Town. And this book, as soon as she mentioned it, I knew it was one that we just had to introduce to people if they haven't heard about it already. It's a great book that tells the story about what life was like in small town Ontario in 1912. It is based on Leacock's own experiences in Orillia, and while Mariposa, the town in the book, doesn't necessarily represent Orillia, it's actually meant to represent all small towns in Ontario. So it has sort of that universal appeal to it. Leacock himself has some local connections. The first farm that Leacock settled on with his family when he arrived in Canada is located in Sutton on the shores of Lake Simcoe, and his burial site is actually at St. George Church at Sibyl's Point. If you travel across Lake Simcoe, in Orillia is his summer estate, Old Brewery Bay, was turned into a museum in the 1950s, dedicated to his life and his work. And so make sure, after you grab your copy of Sunshine Stories of a Little Town at your local library, you head on over to Orillia and visit the Stephen Leacock National Historic Site Museum and learn a little bit more about the author and the real story of Mariposa.